What is good, internet? I hope you guys are doing well today, as am I. In this video we're going to be going over kill sites, more specifically each character's attack animations, and pretty much me trying to break it down as simply and as quickly as possible, their attack animations, so you can achieve these kill sites much simpler. I hope I get that right. I think they're called site kills, I think. Either way, you guys know what I'm talking about, and for you ultra nerds, I'm sorry that I can't get the terminology correct all the time, but like I said, we're just gonna go over these characters' attack animations very quickly. More specifically, this kind of goes in towards getting the 30 kill site kills for your summer outfits, or trying to figure out what you're doing wrong with each character. For the sake of quickness, I did these in the arena mode. Obviously you can do it anywhere. Each enemy has different attack animations, keep that in mind. And in this case, most of my characters are like mid 20 to late 20 level, and in the arena the enemies kind of scale with what your character's level is. If you want to make it that much more easier for you, you can obviously go out in the field, and I think as soon as you leave the school, the enemies there are pretty much just level 10. Also, there'll rarely be any talk about stats and equipment and abilities, so I'm probably not going to go over that. I'm probably going to do that in a different video. I might literally break down the other characters and what they're useful for, but other than that, like I said, this one's going to be rather simple, so let's get to it. So with Ace, I feel he is rather elusive, so what I like to do is dodge around, in his case teleport around, until I get into the comfortable range where I know it'll reach the target in time. Because even though he is a ranged character, I feel like his cards reaching the enemy takes quite a while. He has a back attack, which is kind of a homing move, but again, that also takes a while to reach the enemy, so unless you have the exact timing for every enemy's animation, then you're just gonna get a simple hit. But like I said, I just prefer to teleport in and kind of beat the enemy to the punch. I believe it was in chapter 4 or something like that, where you had to kill the enemy before they got inside the armor. And the whole entire time they had a kill sight on them, and I had Ace at that time. It was very difficult to get him because, like I said, his cards tend to float around before they actually make it towards the target. So be wary of being in longer distances than you'd like to be. Next up is Deuce. You guys know how I feel about that character. Love this character. She has a couple attacks. Her up attack is kind of a AoE attack around her. It's kind of her main tool for damage. If for whatever reason you have to have her on point, that's what you use. And that attack is the down attack, which leaves kind of it's kind of like a mine on the screen. So if enemy happens to walk into it, like this guy, for whatever reason, they get instantly stunned, and you can instantly kill them. And of course, she has her neutral attack, which she plays the flutes, and little projectile balls fly off and bounce around everywhere. Obviously you're not going to be using that a lot, but the cool thing is it does stay on the screen for a while and attacks the enemy randomly, like so. But other than that, there really is not an entire big reason for you to use it. Or I guess if the enemy's further away, but you wouldn't be using her a lot in combat situations anyways. I could only imagine what the Deuce solo runs look like. I'm definitely going to try it one day. I don't know why. Do I hate myself? I forgot to mention, all, if not most, of my characters kind of leveled up. They have most of the passive, like the speed passives and dodge window passives and all that stuff. We have whatever they have, in my opinion, and because he is ranged, we have kind of easier to get his charge level. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I think I was trying to cast a spell, but I kind of messed up. It's pretty high up there. I think this is what I kind of. I don't know if that makes a difference for some whatever reason. Attempting to get these kill sites. His depending on his bow, when it is charged up, does the arrow travels fast and reaches the enemy rather quickly, so it's easy to get a long distance kill site kills with it. The problem is when they're in close range, like most ranged characters, once an enemy is in, you're gonna struggle. He does kind of have a release animation, so his attack doesn't necessarily go out as fast as you would like it to. He does not have any directional attacks with his to go along with his basic attacks. He doesn't really need it, I guess. I guess other ranged characters do have other attacks, but I guess they just didn't give him one. Now we have Cait. I don't know what language that is in, but it is number 4. Prepare to get dizzy. It's probably some other characters as well. You know, the motion blur really kills a lot of people. I hope it's not killing people, but it's really messing up with a lot of people's brains, and you know, there's obviously nothing I can do but apologize for it. But with her, I like to kind of move around a lot and wait for my opportunity. The cool thing with her magic pistol is it charges passively, unlike Trey's where you have to hold it down. Hers, as long as you're not dodging, I think, or attacking, then it'll charge up rather quickly. So pretty much I just like moving around and waiting for my opportunity. I do get some kills when it's not charged. It's like a little P bullet that comes out. It's not too fast. I don't think it even goes full screen. And then if it happens to be at max, that's when the best opportunity to strike is. For her, I don't feel like I have a set strategy on trying to get the side kills. I just happen to get them randomly. There's a lot of different random things that can happen depending on how much your gun is charged up and how far you are away from the enemy when the big red blip pops up. Next up, we have Sync. Yeah, I messed up there. A lot of her attacks, including abilities, which I said I wasn't going to use, but I think I used some here. But almost every attack she does leaves her at such a vulnerable state, so good luck when you whiff, just like that. So with her, you definitely want to kind of learn her attack animations just a little bit more, because her attack animation is just really slow. It takes a huge wind up, and obviously you want to counter the enemy, which probably most of them attack faster than you. So you definitely want to start your attack animation even before an insta-kill is in sight. I know I wasn't going to talk about abilities and all that stuff, especially because I don't know everything quite yet, and I don't necessarily want to influence people on what to use and what not to use. But in this case, I feel like for Sync, I don't even know if I introduced the character, but in this case, she has Gaia Pulse, and it's a rather super slow animation, but if you can manage to get it off, she sends a shockwave. Wow, that's a tongue twister. She sends a shockwave across the ground and stuns, I don't know if it's multiple enemies, but she stuns them, and it becomes an insta-kill after that. Next up, we have Sice, aka 6. I hope you guys know that the main characters, I hope that's not a spoiler, how these characters are named after numbers in a deck of cards. Some of them obviously varying in different languages. But I feel like she's more of a magic user, but like I said, I'm not going to do abilities here, just the basic attacks. And with her, depending what direction you're holding, she attacks towards that direction and kind of swipes there. So if you're going left, she swipes to the left. Going to the back, she hits, and then she swipes back as well. If you're holding forward, she jumps forward. So she kind of has a winding attack animation as well. So I kind of if you want to get the kill sites with her, in my opinion, swiping back is one of the easier ones to use. At least that's what I've been using and what has been effective for me. Now we are on Lucky number 7. She has a cool sword whip. She has a forward attack which is made for reaching longer ranges, and her down attack is supposed to be kind of an AoE attack that she just kind of spins it around and attacks surrounding enemies. With her, I prefer to use neutral attack, meaning I don't press any direction, I just press the attack button. But you're going to realize that it takes a while for her attack to actually come out. When I mean a while, I mean like literally a split second. She prefers to spin before her attack actually comes out, so you're going to want to time it differently compared to any other fast attackers. Even though she attacks rather fast, it takes a while for her attack to actually come out. And yeah, abilities again, even though I said I wasn't going to do it. But I feel like this is a very common one, and one that I'll probably keep for a while is her, she gets it from the start, is her snake bite, which she extends her sword whip really far, and it attaches to them. But yeah, you're not necessarily going to get a lot of insta kills using her directional attacks. I feel like getting insta kills with 8 is rather simple. I guess it depends on your situation. If you're being surrounded by so many enemies and whatever, then I guess it's not ideal. Also, ranged enemies. But like, you know, I'm in arena mode, so it's rather simple. You don't need too much timing on him, because as soon as you press the attack button, the move's gonna come out. So as soon as you see the enemy, or as soon as you see the big red blip on your screen, you can press attack, and you don't have to wait for anything, and just simply comes out that quickly. Probably too much of a long explanation for nothing. Just press attack button as soon as you see a red thing on your screen. He does have other attacks which wield no results. He just dodges left and right. Yo, we're on 9 now. He has a long spear or a lance. I don't know what. It's the same thing, right? Some weapon enthusiast is probably going to complain. Whatever. He has a long stick with a pointy end. He has a neutral attack, which he just pokes you with, and he has a back attack, which he swings it around like that. I prefer to use the swinging the swinging method, because it seems like it comes out more cleaner. His shouldn't be too difficult. His attack comes out rather quickly, and he's rather long range, so you don't really have to be too close in melee range to actually connect. His jump skill is rather cool. I don't know if it could net you any insta kills. Maybe if you time it that perfectly, you can. But either way, it's just a cool move. I don't have him on point too much, so I don't get to use it all the time. And whenever I have him in my party for the AI to control, all he freaking does is jump all day and gets himself killed. So I usually never have him in my party. Now we have Jack, number 10. I wish I fell into the character rather sooner, because he's kind of cool. At least here when I was using him, I haven't used him too much. I knew he was slow. He easily has the slowest walk speed. His dodge, I guess it's fast, but I'm not entirely too sure. It's probably the same as everyone else's. Also, if you attack and you miss, you know, I'm already gonna do a character breakdown. I'm definitely gonna do one for him when I get a chance. His down attack is a charge for his next attack to be that much more powerful. But as you can see, I'm already kind of one killing these guys even without an insta kill. But his insta kills are easy to get as well, because as soon as you press the attack button, you get a quick response. But if you miss, or probably if you're surrounded by tons of enemies, then you're vulnerable for a really long time. So for him, just basic timing. As soon as you see the red thing on your screen, hit the attack button. And I don't know if he has other skills. So far I only have one, which is pretty cool. It's kind of the counter move. If anything hits you, oh, do you see that bullet? You can even do it on bullets. But if you hit the reflex and they hit you, you can counter them. And if they happen to have the kill site notification still on the screen, it still counts towards it, and you can insta kill. Even though for the most part, of course I'm in the arena though, but for the most part it is an insta kill with him regardless. But yeah, for the most part, he seems like a dope character. He's like that badass samurai that walks through the town extra slow, ready to kill everything in sight. Of course, as soon as I say that, I get beat up. I was practicing my timing for the reflex and trying to time it while a kill site was being activated. Now we have Queen, who in my opinion is a support character. She has other attacks other than her neutral. She has a hop attack. Her forward is a hop. Her back is she or as you can see right there, she quickly stabs and she jumps backwards, and her neutral attack. All of them have not lengthy, but a surprisingly longer than you expect attack animation. So you have to time it rather differently than you would others. I guess that's the same case for all the characters, but hers, you wouldn't think she would have a lunge. So for her, as you can see, I was struggling to even attack the enemy normally. Like I said, she has the lunging attack for whatever reason. I think at one point I was just trying to get a jumping attack to work. Yeah, I'm doing a rather poor job of demonstrating how to get insta-kills with her. I hope you guys get the gist of it. Just that jump animation you kind of have to get used to. It is longer than you'd expect it to be. Now we have the King of Kings. I think he easily has the most insta-kills for me. I don't know why. I think I just ended up using him for a couple of missions consecutively. He has his basic attacks, which is obviously shooting a gun, and his down attack is to reload, and his forward is actually a kick, and I think I upgraded it so he shoots right after. Okay, that worked perfectly. But it does take his bullets just a little bit of time to reach the target if it is far away. As you can see, it's not instantaneously all the time. Nevertheless, no matter the distance, I'm about to break out into a song. No matter the distance, it is easy to get insta-kills with him. If they're far, obviously he has the guns, and his kick is very responsive and very quick, and it works just as well. His insta-kills shouldn't be too difficult. As you can see, like I said, his bullets take a little bit of time to reach if the enemy is that far. But every now and then you will get lucky, and you'll get an insta-kill from far away. Definitely one of the faster projectiles in the game. Definitely faster than Ace's. Definitely faster than Cater's. I don't know if it's as fast as Trey's charged bow to the max. I don't know if it's as fast as that, but probably definitely comes out faster. So there's that. Oh yeah, there's Deuce, but does that even count? Ugh. As a bonus, we're going to include those other characters. We have Rem, who is actually, for me, for some reason, she's one of the most difficult characters to get an insta-kill on. Her attack animation, she has a winding up attack animation, kind of similar to the way Queen's jumping animation. She prefers to spin around first and then attack into an uppercut. You're going to want to study, who wants to study? You're going to definitely want to observe enemy movement just a little bit more, so you don't want to be beaten to the punch just because she has a little more wind up than some of the other cast. So you're going to kind of want to attack sooner rather than later. Last and definitely least, we have Machina. I don't know if you consider him having two moves or one move. If you get close enough, he kind of changes his attack animation. He does kind of a uppercut. And with that said, it's actually rather easy to land his insta-kill. If you're far away, it's not too bad. But in my opinion, it's better to go up close and get the actual punching animation because it comes out quicker. And that does it. That about wraps everything up. All the characters, attack animations, and how to use the attack animations and getting insta-kills with the kill sites. Hopefully it helped you guys out in any way whatsoever. I kind of enjoyed doing this, and it wasn't exactly a character breakdown, a complete character breakdown, but maybe eventually, if needed. I'm kind of interested in doing it anyways, and breaking down the characters a little bit more. But I'm not even done with the game. I got lots to go through, and I don't want to kind of give you guys misinformation, all that stuff. So I'll wait till I'm 100% confident in spreading the information I know out there and knowing that it's the best. But that's it for this. Like I said, hopefully you guys helped you out in some way. Shouldn't be too hard and too bad. So go out there and get some insta-kills. So follow and support if you want to. And if you have, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for all your love. I appreciate it so much. Thanks again, and I will see you guys real soon. Later.